Hi everyone, welcome back to the Fancy Dollar. For those who are new, welcome. My name is Katie and today we'll be cash stuffing my second paycheck of September, which should be a total of $13.30. So that is correct. We do have a total of $13.30. And I do have this envelope from Boss Women Budgets from Chrissy, and then the Savings Challenge September for Sassy Peanuts Budget by Steph. So I have that out because I did finish my August Savings Challenge. So we're gonna go into our savings challenges first. And for the Fancy Dollar, we did roll the dice, so that was 5. So we have 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. We're adding $15. So I'm just gonna put 5 there. So we're going to put $15 in here. And now the Fancy Dollar Savings Challenge, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4. So we have 64 in here. And so budgets, we're going to do $20. So we're going to do 11 and 9. Now we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66, 7, 8, 9, 71, 2. So far we have 72 in here. And then we're starting Cloudy Money Saving Challenges right over here. I am going to use a purple marker and we're doing $6. So I'm just going to do this bottom one. And I have neighbors walking right now and they're making a lot of noises outside. So we're putting 6. So 5 and 6. And this is her Miffy Savings Challenge from Cloudy Money. And I have everyone's code in small shops in my link tree, which is linked down below as well. So that is all for that. We're going to jump into my personal binder next. My personal spending isn't getting anything, but I do have my wallet here and I do have some receipts that I do need to scan into my Fetch Rewards app. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically an app you can download on your iPhone and Android. You scan your online and paper receipts with the camera. You convert that points into gift cards, so which is nice. So, but for my extra cash, like sometimes, normally I only use my credit cards for gas and groceries and dining out, but for other spending, like say if I want to grab I don't know what I can think of. Things that I don't get points for on my credit card, I use cash. So I am going to put $10 in my wallet for extra spending purposes. So that is it for my wallet. And we're not adding anything to personal spending. Dining out in groceries, I have 50 and it's going to get another 100. So yeah, 50, 70, 90, 100. So now we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 150. Gas. I do need to unstuff this 42, but I'm adding another 42 in here. So 42 I do need to unstuff, but we're just going to count that all together. I don't know why I had that separated. I think we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 105, 106, 7, 8, 9, 110, 111, 112 in gas. Beauty and self-care is going to get $22. And now we have 100, 200, 220, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 255 in here. Household and toiletry is getting skipped. Wardrobe is going to get 20. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 96, 7, 8, 9, $100. Date night is going to get 10. Now we have 20, 40, 60, $70. And I do have another story time at the end of this video. You guys been loving the story time, which I absolutely love as well. So we have 20, 30, 40. And then Verizon Wireless, this is a new envelope that I created. If you haven't watched my budget with me video, go check that out. It is a different type of budget with me video because at the end of my budget with me video, I did move certain funds and envelopes into different envelopes. So I thought that was like a little unique. But I did mention that I created a Verizon Wireless envelope because I'm currently on my mom's AT&T phone plan and he's on his parents' T-Mobile phone plan. When we do get a house, we are going to get Verizon Fios internet, and we thought we might as well switch into our own phone plan, which is going to be Verizon Wireless. So I do want to save up for the activation fees, which is $40 per phone. So today is going to get $10. Let me get it better. 10. That was not much better. This one is good. So there's that. So that is it for my personal binder. We're gonna go into my holiday binder next. Mother's Day is going to get $4. Now it has 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Father's Day is going to get $5, and now it has 5, 10, 15, 20. Halloween is going to get 10, and I do have some good $10 bills on the switch, so now it has 10, 20, 25, $30. Thanksgiving is going to get an extra 5, and now it has 5, 10, 15. Christmas, this placeholder is from Bare Bones Collective by Chloe, and Christmas is going to get an extra 5. Now we have 100 in the bank, 5, 10, 15. So I have 115 in Christmas. I am not going to be spending money on Christmas this year because we are too focused on getting our first home together. We're gonna go into business. We're stuffing one envelope, which is inventory supplies, is going to get $10. Oops. Now it has 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57. I only need to buy more vellum paper to print on. Then high priority. medical deductible and copay. We have $324 in the bank, and this is for 2025 deductible. I have not met my deductible yet, but it's going to get $10 for 2026. And we have 100, 150, 160, 70, 80, 90, 95, 200. And my deductible is $500 per year, which is amazing. Personal savings is going to get $50. We have a $17,000 in the bank, 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 350, 17,350. Mr. and Mrs. is going to get an extra 10. The last cake, I know this is really hard to see when I'm coloring, but it's light blue. 10. Now we have 1,100 in the bank, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So 1,170. We're skipping future mommy this week, but we're gonna do future baby. More important than the mom, JK. Both of us are important, but I want to save up for them first. So it's going to get 10. We have 500 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 610. Car expenses for car registration, inspection, and emissions is going to get $5. We have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. A freaking truck just drove by and was blasting music. But before we move on, I do want to jump into my special bills binder. I do have foreign bills in here, which I can show you guys. So I have Hong Kong bills, old Hong Kong bills, different provinces of China bills, which is really unique. And then I have this one from Hong Kong as well. This is the old bill, and this is the new bill, which is pretty cool, right? Then I have this old $5 Canada. I think my grandma gave me. Then $2. So we're adding $20 today, and today is September 4th. In total, we have $1,317 in star notes after I add this $20 bill. I don't have a $2 star note, which is a bummer. But I'm adding $20 into the $20 star note. And now I should have $340. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 520, 540. Oh, that was a 5, not a 320. It's like 540 now. Wow, I have $540 in $20 star notes. This is so crazy. Then I have 50s and 100s. Perfect. So that is that. We're gonna go into my friends and family binder next. Emmy and Bailey medication fund is going to get $40 and 220s. Okay, now they have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 7, 8, 9, 80. So I have 280 for them. Their treat, toys, and food is going to get an extra 5. And we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 41. Their emergency vet visits, get an extra 5. Now we have 300 in the bank, 20, 40, 50, 60, 75. So 375. My boyfriend is going to an extra 5. Now he has 50, 60, 70, $80. And we cannot wait for Demon Slayer. So originally we bought tickets for Saturday, September 13 to watch at a nearby movie theater, but then we experienced a D-box. So D-box is where your chair moves. So we like that. And then when we looked up a other nearby movie theater, it has 4DX. So 4DX is basically you get the motion, and then you also get the scents like the fire, the smoke, the rain, stuff like that. So we end up getting a refund for our previous tickets and bought new tickets for 4DX, which is amazing. My family is also getting $5, and now we have 50, 70, 75, 80, $85. And I do have a lot of cuts in this video because my grandma is over. She's doing some type of Buddha tea ceremony for our ancestors. So we do like a praying like once a month. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes my grandma like to come over and do it so we can bless our ancestors and our previous relatives. So that is it for my friends and family binder. But she is leaving, so now I don't have any more cuts in my videos. So we're gonna go into my home binder next. And we're gonna go ahead and mark this. So down payment is getting 100, so I'm gonna do these two pink ones, which equals up to 100 because they're 50 each. Real estate agent fees is gonna get 20, which is this pink one. Home inspection is going to get 10, and then home insurance is getting 10. Down payment is going to get 100, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 900. So we are $100 away from reaching 1,000 in here, and I do have $30,000 in the bank for my down payment. I separate those two. Real estate agent fees is getting 20. Now we have 100 in the bank. This is also from Bare Bones Collective by Chloe. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200 to 25. Home inspection and appraisal fees is getting 10. Now we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. Yep. Home insurance is going to get 10. Now it has 10, 20, $30. And then we're going to go ahead and do this. Furnitures and appliance, but furnitures is going to get 15, and then appliance is going to get 10. Furniture, 15. Now it has 400 in the bank, 450, 470, 480, 490, 500, 510, 20, 30. So 530. And Keith's friend, his father owned a wholesale furniture store. It has really good items like Raymore and Flanagan. So we're probably going to get 80% off of our furniture, which is really good. So I don't think I am going to stuff this quite... I don't think I'm going to stuff it a lot. I'll probably stuff it at 1,500 max to get like a few couches and coffee table and whatnot. Appliance is going to get 10. Now we have 100 in the bank, 10, 20, 30. Great. And it also depends because maybe we'll find like a good layout foundation of a house that needs like a fixer up. So if we find a house that's really like dirt cheap, we're probably going to buy it and then flip it and fix it and then move in. Or we'll find like a house that's brand new and we don't need to do any renovations. So we're like on a cups of either or, so it doesn't really matter, as long as we find like a home that we can live in and make it our home. Vacation binder next. So I have 2 mini getaway trips in here currently. If you haven't watched my previous budget with me video that I posted yesterday, you will see what funds I took out of different envelopes and placed it into my mini getaways trips. But for the front portion, this is for my Chris Brown flight and Uber expenses, and it's going to get $25 today. So my flight was only $83 and I do need to unstuff it. So this is for my flight and Uber. So we have 1, 20, 40, 65, 66, 7, 8, 9, 70. So I have 170 for Chris Brown for Orlando. And behind here, there's like a little paper that's separating that. This is for my mini getaway trip with my boyfriend next week. We're going to do camping, and our Airbnb is actually a bus. So 2 nights was $365. And I realized I budgeted $50 for here, but that was before I end up pulling money from different envelopes to fund for it. So I only need, I believe, $17, and I budget $50. So I'm gonna put the rest in my mini getaways, like together, like as of right now. So we have 150. So let's see, I have $33. I believe I do. 33. So we're gonna put that in for our Chris Brown. So this should be $365. So let's see. 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is good. I fully fund this really fast, which only took me like 2 days because I moved funds around. And then we're gonna put that other $33 for our Chris Brown. And I realized I need to budget out more for food. We're only gonna be there for 2 nights. The first night, we're probably gonna grab like Jamaican food, oxtails, which I'm craving for. And the second night, we're probably gonna go out to eat for lunch and dinner. And we get free breakfast for the hotel that I booked for us. So we're good on breakfast. So in total, for Chris Brown getaway, we're having 120, 40, 60, 70, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 7, 8, 9, 200, 201, 203. So 203. I think I'm gonna try to get this at 300 and then we're good to go. The islands, we're adding $100. This is to fund our St. Lucia trip. In November, we're gonna be there for 2 weeks for 15 nights. And we're adding $100. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 850. So $450 is going to be deducted from my account this month, and then we're saving up for the next month, $450. Pre-vacation shopping is going to get 20. Now we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 7, 8, 9, 100. Extras is going to get $10. Now we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And this is to fund our excursions and our gratuity. Accommodations. To upgrade our room. We might not. If we don't, we're going to put this towards our excursion envelope. So now it's got 25 extra. Now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 125. And that is it for my vacation binder. And then last but not least is my bills binder. And I'm gonna take out my month ahead binder right here just in case. Lifetime Fitness is going to get $50. Monthly subscriptions, this is for my Apple and Spotify, it's going to get $5. Card payment is going to get $207. 1, 2, 205, 206, 207. Will and tire protection plan is going to get 54, 51, 2, 34. So now we have 51, 52, 53, 350, 351, 234. So 354. So that fully fund the rest of the balance that I owe for my will and tire protection plan. Once I unstuff this and make that payment, I'm gonna be taking this envelope out. Easy Pass tolls is going to get $20, and that's all it has. Car insurance for 2026 is going to get $40, so 2 20s. We have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, $300 in here. AT&T phone bill is going to get 15. Now we have 20, 40, 55. And I think I'm gonna move this over since we are fully funded for the next month for September. So I'm gonna move that over. AT&T iPhone, this is to pay off my phone, it's getting in the last 5. We have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $70. Then last envelope is student loan number 5, and we're gonna add the last $100 in here. So that is it for this week's cash stuffing. I totally forgot to put this into my savings challenges, but that is it for this video. And if you guys don't want to listen to my next story time, you guys can click off, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. And for those who are nosy, JK, not nosy, but I love when you guys tune in to my story time. But I wanted to tell you the incident that happened last year. When I had my Porsche, so my previous car. So right now I'm driving my new car, which is an Audi. I told this story on Instagram, but not the full details of what happened exactly. So I got rear-ended in North Philadelphia, which is not the place to be at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, because I went out for dinner with my friend downtown, with my friend Samantha. So we actually went out to eat. We grabbed some oysters, stuff like that. So I picked her up from her house. So once I picked her up, we drove to dinner. We had an amazing dinner. We got to chit chat, have girls talk about her boy problems. I was talking about my problems. You know how that goes. We drank like 2 lemon drops each. We got food. We spent money. Yada yada yada. So we drove back to her house. I dropped her off, and then I gave Keith a call. I was like, I dropped Sam off. I'm about to be on my way home. You have my location. I'm on my way home. I actually texted him and called him because I wanted to let him know it was because he was actually out the state visiting a family in Maryland, and I'm back home in Pennsylvania. So he's in Maryland. He wanted to make sure that I was safe, so he actually stayed on FaceTime with me. So I was driving, my phone is on speaker, on CarPlay, is connected to my Bluetooth in my car, so I have both of my hands on my steering wheels. I was making sure that I was keeping my eyes on the road. It was 2 o'clock in the morning in North Philly, which you don't want to be there, especially when you're a girl. and I was driving a nice car. So I was like aware of my surroundings when I'm driving. So I stopped at a red light. It was a big intersection, a red light. A car was in front of me. I was the second car. No car was behind me at that time. And then it was still red, the light, but I was talking to Keith. I was looking straight ahead, making sure that, you know, I go when it turns green. And then it was still red. A car slammed into my car. I meant like full on slam, like my whole body jolted, my car jolted, my neck basically like flung forward, my forehead almost touched my steering wheel. Keith was like, "What the fuck? What's going on? What happened? What is that noise?" And then I looked up, my heart started pounding. I was like, there's no fucking way somebody hit my car. And I immediately told him, I'm like, someone just hit me. And he knows that I was in North Philly. I had my licensed concealed weapon on me because wherever I go in Philadelphia, I always have my concealed weapon on me. I turned off my ignition because I didn't trust the neighborhood. I don't know if I got out of my car, someone's gonna jump in my car and steal my car. So I turned on my ar. I got my licensed concealed weapon on my hip, took the keys out, put in my back pocket, and I got out. And then as soon as I got out, it was a Spanish lady. She's definitely my age. She was probably like late 20s, early 30s. I'm pretty sure she spoke English, because she didn't really have an accent like that. I mean, you have like a Spanish accent, you know, the feisty accent, but I know she speaks English. She pretended to not know English because I was like, do you know English? She said, no English, no English, just like that. No accent, no nothing. And she went on her phone, she was calling someone, and then I was like, you hit my car, where's your driver and registration? She was not trying to give me her driver's license or registration, and I'm pretty sure she did not have one. By the look of her car, it looked so beat up. It got dents everywhere. The front of the bumper was coming off. The back bumper was taped on with like construction tape, and there's some blue tape, like paint blue tape, you know, those Scotch blue tape that we put on the walls and then we start painting because we don't want to get paint on the top of the ceiling or the bottom of the window frames. She had those on her car. I was like, oh my god, this is such a red flag. So I kept asking her, where's your driver registration? I was on the phone with Keith. I actually hung up because I had to call the police and report that someone hit my car. I got on my car. I forgot to tell you guys, when I got on my car, I was thinking that my bumper like flew the fuck off, because the way the impact was, it was so large that I thought my whole bumper fell off. But it was a dent. It has a big scuff mark, which isn't too bad, but still, she hit my car, and it's not like a cheap car to fix. It's a Porsche, you know? So I completely said, I was like, you hit my car, look at this mark. She said, no, it's okay, there's no damage. I was like, there is a damage right there. She was like, no, it's okay, you put paint over it. What? You're just telling me what to do with my car. You hit my car and you're telling me what to do with my car, which is insane. So she got her car, thought she was about to drive off, but she kept her door open and she was on the phone. I think the person on the phone basically probably asked her like, oh, is she with someone? Was it a girl? Is it a girl only? Was she with someone? Obviously, I'm by myself. I wasn't with Keith. I'm just a girl. I think the person on the phone with her told her to drive off, because that's what she did. When I was taking pictures, she got in the car and just drove off. Like, the light was red and she blew the intersection, almost got hit by a few cars. Luckily, her license plate was easy to remember. It was like MMB 5555, something like that. It was like 4 5s, and then like the letters were like easy to remember. So I knew, I was on the phone with the police and I was like, oh, she's driving away. I got her license plate and whatever. So I got a license plate, and then she told me that a police officer is going to be her way. I was waiting there for an hour and 30 minutes, and I gave them a call again. I was like, I reported a what's that word, the phrase, hit and run about an hour and 30 minutes ago and no police showed up. She was like, oh, he's on the way now, the dispatch. Then she was saying that there were more high priority cases that police officers had to attend to because obviously I'm in North Philadelphia. It's a really bad neighborhood and they probably had like shootings and kidnappings to worry about before worrying about little old Katie that got her car hit with a little scuff. So police came, I got her information. I gave the information to the police officer, her license and stuff like that, what she looked like, her height, the car. It was a Honda Civic. It was like a 2014 Honda Civic, beat up. And then he went back into his car, did his typing, did his research, came to find out when he came out his car, he told me that whoever that car belonged to does not have insurance and no registration. Both of them were expired. Her driver license were actually expired too, but it wasn't her car. So I believe that whoever person that she was talking to on the phone was probably their car and didn't have insurance, and she was driving on an expired license. So that is why it is so important when you get hit by someone, you need to get their registration in their car, and especially as soon as you get out the car, take a picture of their license. So that's that. I actually got my vehicle, my Porsche, fixed by my cousin because he has a body auto shop. So he fixed it for free for me, which is thankfully I didn't have to like bring it to the dealership or pay someone to fix it. So I was thankful for my cousin. So that was a crazy story, and I have another hit and run to tell you guys about with my new car. I literally got my new car in April, and then I got hit like later that month. Like literally I only had that car for only like 3-4 weeks and I got hit, but luckily it wasn't that bad as well. So fingers crossed. I'll tell you guys in the next cash stuffing video. But if you guys enjoyed it, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, put a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.